That's Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. He was a stonemason. It will fall to him to restore the memorial as best he can.
But I can't restore something if I don't know what it looked like. I need a drawing, a photograph of it. There might be one in the Museum of History. They have a special exhibit all around.
settlement of Grey Ditch has gone quiet. You may want to pop in and see what's what. Until next time, this is Three Dog, Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music. Bob Crosby, singing to us all about happy times.
Wish on the moon and look for the gold in a rainbow, and you'll find happy times. You'll hear a tune that lives in the heart of a bluebird, and you'll find happy times. For when do you find the rainbow? Only after rain. So wish on the moon, you will suddenly hear charm.
interrupt our regularly scheduled program for some news. For those of you not in the know, to the northwest of Megaton is this vault, Vault 101. Now, believe it or not, this one's still got people living in it. And every few years or so, someone comes scrabbling out. Well, wouldn't you know it, someone's come out of it again. And, I kid you not, he came to visit yours truly right here in the studio. Now this cat, James is his name, had been in a hole for years. He needed to know what was what out here in the beautiful capital wasteland. So I, the great and powerful Three Dogs, set my brother straight. I told him what was what. Well, the winners, the losers, the movers, and the shakers. So if you see James out there, you say hello. Be kind to our new brother, and show him that here on the outside, we always fight the good fight. Hey, and in case a light bulb just started glowing over your head, you can flick the switch and forget about it. You're not getting into that vault. Whoever lives in there sure as hell doesn't want what you're selling. No, you can't knock down the door. It weighs like 13 tons. Until next time, this is Three Dog. Ow!
Stay right here.
They have things like the atom bomb.
So I think I'll
Stay right.
It's Billie Holiday with Crazy, he calls me.
I say I'll move the mountains. There you are. And I'll move the mountains. If he wants them, I'll pay. Crazy calls me. Sure, I'm crazy.
I don't believe in fretting and grieving. Why mess around with strife? I never was cut out to step and strut out. Give me the simple life. Some find it pleasant dining on pheasants. Those things roll off my knife. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide. A house that rings with joy and laughter, and the ones you love inside. Some like the high road, I like the low road, free from the care and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yes, indeedy, give me the simple life. I never was cut out to step and strut out. Give me the simple life. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's
You're listening to
spacious
Enclave
and
Radio.
wide.
I'm John Henry Eaton, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart.
Some
Hello
like the
again,
high
America.
road,
This is
I
John
like the
Henry
low
Eaton, your
road, free from the care and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yes, indeedy, give me the simple, simple life. Give me the simple, simple life. Do, 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 do.
I don't think that belongs to you. Hey, who are you? What do you want from the Republic of Dave? This is the Republic of Dave, duh. It's named for President Daddy, but you have to talk to him if you want to stay here. He's the president of the Republic of Dave, duh. You can ask over at the Museum of Dave if you don't believe me. But you can't just wander around here. You need to go get permission from President Daddy first. Okay, I'll take you. But President Daddy doesn't always like new people. Okay, this way.
Hey there, are you gonna play Republic with us? Are you really from the wasteland? Wow! Have you heard about Dave, lady?
Hi there,
President
miss.
Daddy says the people from outside the Republic are bad.
I can't believe it's only a couple of days away. Hello. I've got nothing to say to you, stranger.
Morning.
Hello.
Bye. We have someone new in my republic. I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave? The Department of Tourist Rights has declared a tourism embargo that affects the entirety of the Republic of Dave. You have 24 hours to return to your home nation or face accelerated deportation. We have nothing more to talk about. Leave my republic within 24 hours or you will be executed for treason. Have it your way. You'll never leave the Republic. Alive, that is. We have nothing more to talk about. Now that you mention it, the President could use a new hunting rifle. Tell you what. You find me a serviceable hunting rifle, and I'll grant you special asylum within my republic. Or you can just pay the 250 cap tax on unwanted refugees. Very well. I look forward to it, future refugee.
Man, the Brahmins smell awful today. Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
A wastelander, like in the stories about Dave.
Let's get class started.
But I already know everything about Dave.
Welcome to the Museum of Dave. Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
This is hopeless.
No time to talk to your type, local.
Run, boy, the battery will get you. Run, boy, run, it's almost day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? Run, boy, run, the battery will get you. Run, boy, run, you gotta get away. Run, boy, run, the battery will get you. Run, boy, run, it's almost day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? Run, boy, run, it's almost day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? Run, boy, run, the cops gonna get you. Run, boy, run, you gotta get away. Run, boy, run, the cops gonna get you. Run, boy, run, it's almost day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we find you? Run away.
Can I try?
Ah, you're back. So, have you brought a gift for the president? Which is it? The rifle or the money? Yes, this will do nicely. Congratulations! You are now an official refugee of the Republic of Dave. There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic? Well then, there you go. An election is what
separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father.
How much radiation have you been exposed to? Not the butterfly, you moron. I meant the kind of leader that holds his office for life.
My father inherited his political power from birth.
and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Todd. Although I also inherited my blue power from my father, and I took over.
I want more puppets so he may elect their view.
Very well.
I bet you're so bad because
Your mom didn't love you.
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him.
Are you fucking insane? Don't answer that. And stop it. Let's go.
So, Dave gave you the okay, huh? Well, welcome then. I run the Museum of Dave, where the children of the Republic can learn about their heritage. Oh, yes. Everything here is from Dave's adventures in the wasteland before he founded the Republic. I give a tour every day starting around 2 p.m. You should stop by then. I'd never really thought about that before. Why do you ask? Oh, wonderful. I'd be happy to accept your contribution on behalf of the Republic. And Dave just increased the budget for the museum this year, too. I was going to buy books for the children, but this is far more important. Great. What do you have? What wonderful items for the Museum of Dave. Come back and visit the museum anytime.
Hello. Are you really from the wasteland? Wow! Are you really from the wasteland? Wow! President Daddy says the people from outside the Republic are bad.
Morning.
Another foreigner in the Republic. Come on, make it fast. I got chores. Shauna runs the museum, not me. What the hell do you want? All you need to know is that I'm second in command next to Dave, so don't bother me. And don't talk to Rosie or Jessica either. Those are Dave's wives, and they have work they need to do. Dave is in charge. When he's not around, I'm in charge. If you want anything else, go to the Museum of Dave on the left side of the compound. Dave made me second commander of the Army of Dave, and that means I get a gun. Don't make me have to use it. Just don't bother me. I've got stuff to do for Dave.
Hello again, America the Magnificent.
Dave says you're okay? Fine. You should talk to Dave, but okay. All I have to say is Dave is my husband. Mine. Do you understand? I don't care what Rosie has to say about it. Just because Rosie used to be this big leader out in the wasteland, she thinks she's better than me. She even ordered Dave around once. First wife. Rosie is the second wife, since she's the oldest and not good for anything anymore. That's President Dave to you, Wastelander. Call him by his full name, or we'll shoot you. He takes care of all of us, even that selfish Rosie and her brats. My children will be a lot nicer than hers. Dave is a great leader. He's going to bring civilization back to the wasteland. One day, they'll say it all started here. Stay away from Dave. He's mine.
I never wake up early in the morning. Don't get home too late.
Hi there, honey. Have you spoken to Dave?
Don't believe in overworking.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Well, welcome, stranger. Just be mindful of the children. Sure, honey. But don't make it too long, or Dave will start wondering why we're talking. Not much to say, really. I'm Dave's wife, or first wife, I guess. I've lived here for many years now. Well, yes. Dave and I were married when he was wandering the wasteland, before inheriting the Republic from his father, Tom. After Ralph was born, Dave said that the President of the Republic needed to repopulate the wasteland. So, now we have a second wife. We have plenty of food and water here, and the compound is fairly safe. I'm glad the children can be raised here, away from the wasteland. I'd like to see more trading done with the local caravans, but Dave's afraid their outside influence could weaken the Republic. Dave is a good man. He looks after all the children and makes sure they have plenty to do. He's bought a lot of toys, not that he'd admit it. He has our Shauna teach classes to the younger ones. She's over at the Museum of Dave to the west of the Republic. Sure, honey. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Man, the ramen smells awful today.